Happy Wednesday, everybody. This is Jim here, back with another video today, taking a look at the final marriage between Xbox Game Pass and EA Play. Got a lot to go through today. Going to be showing off the new EA Play launcher and how to access those games if you're an existing Xbox Game Pass member. But first, click this button. You're going to see the word subscribe, and if you haven't already done so, you're going to do it now. All right. Let's get into it. This is today on the Xbox Wire. As with every other video I do, I will post a link in the description box below to this article. You can read it for yourself. But let's summarize that. We knew for a while EA Play was coming to Xbox Game Pass. This has been a marriage a long time in the making. Finally, over on the PC world, we are finally getting there. And they say, we want to thank the PC community for your patience over the last few months as we work to deliver a better Xbox app and an experience for EA Play. Well, the better Xbox app experience turns out to be another app. So if you remember a long time ago, and I've done many videos on Origin Access Premier, which was EA's version of Game Pass. This came out a long time ago. I loved it. I could not say enough good things about it. I thought it was a phenomenal value. I played so many games on it. I had an absolute blast with it. That was how I got into Anthem. That was how I went back and played all the Mass Effects, Dragon Age, lots of new games coming out to EA. So they've kind of retired Origin. And the reason why that's important is if you want to get back into this universe, if you have Xbox Game Pass, which you should, and you want to get all these great games for your computer on Windows 10, you're going to need to get another launcher, which is going to marry into the existing Xbox app, and we'll get into that in just a second. But, there are 60 new games that are going to be coming over. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, FIFA, Titanfall, Need for Speed Heat, Madden, Battlefield, Command & Conquer, The Sims, and very similar to what they've done with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, where they give you monthly perks, they are going to be doing the same thing. So you can expect monthly rewards such as packs, charms, etc., which is kind of cool. Additionally, they're going to have different challenges and rewards, special member-only content, and discounts via purchase. So that's really cool as well. Now, here's where the rub is a little bit. Not too bad, but just more launchers. If you're a PC gamer, you're just going to laugh and throw this in the pile, but here we go. It is so easy, and I'm doing air quotes here because this is goofy. They want you, this will launch tomorrow, so I can't show you this portion of it, unfortunately. I can show you the launcher, though. I can't obviously show you the service because it hasn't gone live. It's going to go live tomorrow, which is March 18th. Today's March 17th, so you got to wait one day. All you're going to do is sign into the Xbox app, no problem. Choose an EA game that you want to play, and here's just a sample of some of the EA Play games that they're going to have available. And then you got to install the EA desktop app. Then once you sign in, if you're like me, you already have an Origin access, you can sign in with that account. It's going to port over all your data from Origin because Origin is now effectively dead, and they're going to want you to link the two accounts together. We're already up to step 6. Look at that. From step 3 to step 6. Just like that. Sign in, link your account, blah, blah, blah. And then when you're done, then you can click download, and then it'll work. It's that easy, guys. This is the worst possible way to marry two systems together. I get it. There is a partnership. It's not like Xbox is buying out EA that I'm aware of. It's not like that's happening. This is a marry of two systems coming together as one. This is just a very convoluted, very bizarre way to get it done. One launcher will point to another, will authenticate back to the first. You're going to download it. I assume you still manage the games inside of the EA Play launcher, not in the Xbox launcher. So if you want to remove or whatever, install, reinstall stuff, you're going to do it from there. But it's going to feed back into the Xbox launcher because that's what gives you permission. It just seems very convoluted. But in of itself, the launcher isn't too bad. So that's what actually I wanted to show you here. I went ahead and downloaded it. You'll notice it does say beta across the top right now. That's because it is beta. It's still a work in progress. And what it's going to ask you to do is link your accounts together. Here you can see over here, I already have all of my friends ported over from Origin, which is really cool. So anybody I've met along the way is just going to go for the ride with me. It's the usual DBDGers, usual suspects, so no issue there. And you're going to basically navigate through their launcher to find the games that you want to play. And then you're going to link them back to your Xbox account. You can see all the ones that have the EA Play versus EA Play Pro designation. They obviously have the free-to-play designation. This isn't a bad launcher, honestly. It's pretty nice looking. I like all the cards. You can click on it and get a little bit more information of how things work. It has its own separate friends list. Of course, they're going to, promote their internal service because they want you to, jump on the EA Play bandwagon there. And you're going to be able to link the two. And then you're going to dump all that back into the Xbox launcher here. And then you're going to manage everything back from Xbox when it's all said and done. So, very, very interesting. I'm very excited for the amount of games coming out. Although it's going to be, I think, a little bit of a chore to get to them. I am hoping some of these games catch, fire again. I was just talking with my friend Matt about this the other night. I would love to get back into an older Battlefield game that got away from all this goofy last couple iterations of Battlefield, like Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3. Just really nice, modern shooters, modern weapons, very basic objectives. Obviously, with the Levolution in Battlefield 4, that was just revolutionary at its time. I love that, and it was so cool to watch the maps change as you played and destroyed the environment. It'd be interesting to see people getting in on Star Wars Squadrons, which I had an absolute blast with playing through on PlayStation VR. Obviously, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is a little bit older, but it's still a fun single-player experience. So I'm hoping that a service like this brings life in the way that Xbox Game Pass and the Master Chief Collection brought life back into some of those games that are a little bit older that are still fun to play. So it'll remain to be seen. And I'm sure that along the way, we're going to get some other games in here. I saw in the promotional video, which I am not going to click on here because, as I said, every time I do this, they freaking copyright strike me. But there is a promotional video embedded in this blog you can check out right here, in this community update video. Well, the link will be in the box below. Go ahead and click on that and watch it. But they do give you kind of a sneak peek of what games to expect. And I saw some other really fun single-player games I still have yet to try, like Unraveled. And, there's some other good ones in there as well. So I'm optimistic for this partnership. I have been optimistic for this partnership. I know my friends in the console space have been, well ahead of us in the PC world. Not really sure why this was the ultimate way they decided to marry these two services together with the launcher in the launcher, essentially. But that is going to be our life going forward for PC gamers. We're going to have a separate launcher, which we can link back to the first one and everything like that. And we'll make the best of it. We always do. But at least it's a nice looking launcher. And I guess we'll have to see over time if Xbox gets a little bit smarter. If this acquisition frenzy continues, I assume like the Bethesda launcher will be retired and work its way over to Xbox. And if there's a bigger partnership between EA and Xbox, maybe even though this launcher's in beta, maybe it'll be retired too. Remains to be seen. What does remain to be seen is that this is exciting. If you are a Game Pass member, your value just increased another 60 plus titles. This is unprecedented, honestly, in the amount of content you're going to be able to experience. And there are some really good gems buried within this EA library. So don't just have that blanket thought that, EA games are horrible. There is much, much, much more to the surface than, much more than meets the eye on the surface. The EA does make some phenomenal experiences, and I, for one, can't wait. I will definitely play Titanfall just because I loved it, and I'll play it again, and I'll probably cry at the end of Titanfall 2, just like I did last time, and don't judge me. And with that, I'm closing down. Hope you guys found this informative. Leave a note below. Let me know your thoughts on this partnership and this implementation, because it is slightly baffling. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please take care of yourselves. And until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.